Welcome to this discussion of how to use our scoring rubric for Major Essay 2 to help you finish up your drafting. So you can't always see the rubric that an instructor attaches to an assignment, but in this class we do make them available, and most of the major assignments are going to have them. So what you do is first you go, in our case, in this particular case, to the Unit 2 materials, and you look for where you're going to be submitting the essay, right? So it has the little assignment icon, the little red marking pencil, right, over the document. So you open that up, and then when you go in to look at the assignment information, underneath of where the points possible is listed is this very difficult to find little gray box called View Rubric. Once you click on that, you're going to be able to see the whole rubric, in this case, one that's not filled out, nothing's highlighted. But we decided to make this a very giant detailed rubric to help give you more detailed feedback in one place rather than so much end commenting. So you'll be able to look at your rubric comments and get a really good idea of how things went in each section. It will also give you an idea of how to improve going forward, especially in revision. So I'm going to walk you through this because I know you can't see it. It's just gigantic. The way to read the rubric is going across in the columns. On the far right, you have the column called Exceeds, and anything that's highlighted in that column means you performed at the level of getting an A, essentially, for the assignment. In the middle is Meets, and that's a B to a C. Then if it's not yet passing, you'll see your work highlighted in that left column called Needs Work. So for the introduction for this paper, we're reminding you that it needs to include three things, right? An attention getter, key information to prepare the reader for the argument, as well as a thesis with a debatable claim that answers the essay topic. So if you are using all three of those elements, but they could be stronger, right, it will move over into the meets category, and needs work is if you're missing one of those elements. So the P's paragraph structure that we've been talking about for the last several weeks is going to be 60% of your total score, right? So you can see going down the left-hand side, we have the point, we have the evidence, we have the analysis, and the summary. And you can see that they're weighted a little differently, with analysis being a full 20% of your grade for this paper. So keep that in mind. Feel free to pause and check out the details, right, in each of these sections. But essentially what we're looking for is that point is the topic sentence. And to end up in that exceeds category on the far right, it needs to clearly relate to the thesis and guide the entire paragraph's discussion. Moving on to the evidence, you're looking for an appropriate amount of evidence to clearly support the claim of the paragraph in the essay. Sources have been introduced appropriately. For analysis, just 20% of your grade. Your points may be different depending on which class you're in, but the percentage will stay the same. So for analysis, it needs to clearly explain how the evidence supports the point of the paragraph. Right? And you can see I'm using strange capitalization in these to emphasize the P's part. Then 10% of your grade is that summary of the body paragraphs. To end up in the A category, it needs to clearly remind or explain how the evidence and analysis supports the point of the paragraph and how the point of the paragraph supports the thesis, which almost sounds like a tongue twister, but you could do it. So just another reminder that as you're looking at the whole rubric, that the percentage of the total score is going to be listed here on the left-hand column, along with what element it is of the essay. And that will be true going forward for the rest of the semester with our major assignments. We'll be able to see the percentage. So the conclusions are cool, but really for this paper, it's only 5% of your grade. We are asking you to try right? One of the complex moves, such as suggesting the broader implications and importance of this debate, including policy recommendations or other what next strategies. So give it a try. We'll give you feedback on how it went. MLA style is a full 20% of your grade. It's huge for this unit as well as the next unit, as well as the whole course, right? So um, to end up in the A category in MLA style, minimal mistakes in MLA style, including correct formatting of quotations and works cited. So um, this is a great chance to remind you to really, really proofread carefully. Your presentation is 5% of your grade. That's, just overall academic tone and spelling clearly, right? It can include the pretty things like voice too, and your writing style. So try to have those meet academic standards. Ultimately, we wish you good luck. Remember to contact your tutor for feedback very early in the week. They're probably going to get just a deluge of requests for feedback. So get it to them as early in the week as you can while they still have room in their schedule. And you'll want to make sure you have enough time to get the feedback from them and then use that feedback as you prepare your essay to submit on Sunday. Good luck.